You hear it all the time when you have a loved one with substance abuse issues. People constantly telling you, you have to let go. So, what does that really mean? And I think that oftentimes the struggle that most family members, parents, brothers, sisters, whatever have is their misconception around what it means to let go. We often think of like, we have to turn our backs, we have to do all of the very uncomfortable, counterintuitive things that we don't really want to do, right? So here's where I think we need to start looking at the way we're framing this idea of letting go. And it's not turning your back or letting go or releasing them into the wild. It's more of letting go of our ideas of what they should be doing with their lives and start looking at the problems that are right in front of us. And what are we going to do about that based on the information that they are giving us, and how to deal with the person that is in this moment, not who we thought they should be, not what we think they should be doing, but letting go of that idea and start facing the problems as is. So what I mean is, a lot of times I see parents holding on to their ideals of, well, they should be doing this and they should be doing that and they should, and they are making decisions based out of the shoulds that they feel like their kid should be doing, right? Let's let go of that idea and go, this is what's happening in the now. How are we going to respond to this situation? Not react out of how we feel like they should be behaving. This is just the way they're behaving now. Let's respond to that. Not whether we agree or disagree with their decisions, but how do we tackle the problems with the behaviors that they're showing us? And I think that creates a whole different set of letting go. So it's letting go of ideas, of the ideas that we are creating that's not reality. And that's what letting go means. So sometimes we have to let go of an idea that if we put strong enough boundaries that say you cannot use in this house, we have to let go of the idea that they're actually going to listen to that. What I can tell you from a lot of experience is that the only thing that your loved one can hear are action-oriented decision-making and boundaries. So what is the action? So let's say you set a boundary, and I'm just using this as an example because it's a common one. They're living with you and you say, you can't use in this house. You cannot bring drugs into this house and use, period. If you do that, you're no longer welcome into this house. And then we actually have to let go of some things. We have to let go of the idea that they are going to actually listen to that. And now we have to hold them accountable for what we said we were going to do. So when they use in the house, we actually have to uphold their decisions and allow them their choices. That is letting go of the idea that we can control them. We have to allow them the decisions and let go of the outcome that we have no control over anyway. That's hard. So I don't want to minimize how difficult that can be. But it is incredibly important that we are looking and basing our decisions on the reality. We also have to let go of our fear of what can happen. It's not that those things that we're so concerned about can't happen. It's that we have to let go of the idea that we can control the things that we can't control. So if they leave the house and they have to go be homeless with whatever that entails, we also have to allow them their life and their life decisions and their life choices in this moment, not what they are blaming us for, but in this moment, we have to allow them and allow them to see that the decisions that they are making are theirs to own. So we also have to let go of blame, of shame, of guilt, of all of that. We have to let go of these things. So yes, letting go is important, but it's all in how we are choosing to frame and what is really going to be of service to them. So anyway, I hope this was helpful in starting to reframe the idea of what letting go really means and how often we get caught into ideas versus reality. Now, this is very complex. I'll give it that. So if you have any questions about this, and maybe where it's like, how does this apply to your situation? Let's walk through it together. And so you can email me, Jennifer@ManiliConsulting.com. If you're not really ready to reach out directly, because sometimes there's a lot of fear, especially if you don't, I'm a stranger essentially for most of you. I'm just this person. Who am I, right? You can go check out my website, ManiliConsulting.com. You can learn a whole lot more. There's, some resources on there you can look through. You can sign up for, I do a newsletter, gives a lot of other really great videos like this, some blogs, some just really good insights and information, stories that I have, that I like to share. So you can really feel like you can get to know me. When you're ready to reach out and connect, then you can. So I really, truly invite you to do that. I think this is really important and this is complex. And so I think it's important that you have someone you can feel comfortable talking to through these very complex ideas, such as like letting go. So email me, Jennifer@ManiliConsulting.com, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.